Welcome back, everybody. This is Political Hot Seat. It's Thursday night. This is a live call-in show, so anything we say, we are responsible for what we say, and we're going to clear it up for Channel 46. They're not responsible for anything we say because we're live. So anyway, it's a live call-in show at 727-8750. Now, we haven't had any calls yet, the first part, and I know you people are out there watching. You're waiting for my trivia question. But anyway, the trivia question is, what is the smallest country in the world?
Oh.
And so, therefore, that's for a $20 gift certificate at Red Sky Barbecue. If you could tell me what the smallest country is in the world, it's not really that hard. And so anyway, the number is 727-8750. I'm here with candidate for county assessor, that's Shirley Matson, who is the county assessor at this time. We were getting off onto the appeal system. Can you explain that so people know what
let's just kind of cover that a little bit.
Okay.
When you receive your assessment in December, I have to have it out by December 18th, at least in the mail, and you look at it, and if you feel the assessment is too high, then you have until January 15th to file an appeal. And that is for the local the county board of equalization, which will be here. I think they switch at one time. It's in Pahrump, sometimes it's in Tonopah, and you can come before the county board. And if you're still not satisfied with that, you can go ahead and appeal again to the state. And then we just finished up with the state appeals here the middle of August. So you have two opportunities to actually appeal. And it's been my experience since I've been here that a lot of times you're not going to get satisfied in the county board of equalization. You're going to have to probably go to the state, but and they seem to be very taxpayer. They like the taxpayers. They're usually.
Well, I got to admit, I did it once before, but this was some years ago. And yes, the Board of Equalization here in the county, very dissatisfied. Most of the people were, about, I would say 95% of the people
I hear that all the time.
And so all kinds of people filed for the state appeals thing, which was down in Henderson, which that's a beautiful building they got down there. Henderson's got a pretty neat building, really. But
they hold
I showed up down there and only about 5 other people showed up, and I thought, wow, the whole room was full up here. But so anyway, I got to go up and talk. If it made sense or not, I don't know. But they did. They ruled in favor of almost everybody who filed the state appeal.
Well, here's something that probably most people don't realize. When you're a tax appraiser, it's a very limited appraising scenario, I guess you would say. You're only seeing what's on the outside of the property. You're not going in. And there's just certain things that you have to worry about. Most of the people on the state board are fee appraisers. I meant general appraisers. They've had years and years of experience. So they're looking at it through a different set of eyes, kind of like I do, because I'm from the real estate background. So in saying that they're, they're just thinking of it, I guess, more wholly than just, what maybe the county Board of Equalization does. And I oftentimes don't even know how experienced the county boards are. I don't really know much about them.
Right.
So, it's really hard to say. I think they do the best they can.
Well,
but
the state people just seem to be like on the side of the people more than the county board is.
Because they don't really have the experience behind them. That it takes to really make determinations on some of those. And so, again, like I say, what the appraisers in my office do is very limited in comparison to a fee appraiser. They never go inside, they never check for, all the upgrades in the home, whereas these appraisers do. And another thing, since they're out actually doing a fee appraisal at one home, they're collecting a lot more data to do their comparables. And so I think they just are attuned to a lot of the issues and problems that people have, whereas, we're just kind of have blinders on our eyes and we're just looking at the outside, that improvement. So
All right, well, we do have a caller on the line for the trivia question. I knew that would bring us. And I believe it's her, Patty. We're live on TV. Go ahead with your answer.
Yes, that's right.
Are you there?
The Vatican City?
How did you know that? Come on.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you won the
Googled it.
$20 gift certificate to the Rescue. It'll be, the gift certificate will be set up starting sometime tomorrow afternoon. And you can go in anytime tomorrow or anytime next week and pick up your gift certificate and get $20 gift certificate. Okay?
Nice meal.
You need to leave your name and phone number, though, with our engineer here.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. You know, I thought that would be a hard one, but
I didn't know what it was, and
I didn't even hardly get it out of my mouth. And she had to. Next commercial break, we're going to have to come up with a trivia question about the assessor's office.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know anything except for I complain about taxes all the time. So you haven't had to hear from me yet. So
Well, you know, another thing that people can do too, if they're concerned about their taxes, and a lot of people do, they can come into the office, and then we will. The appraiser that is in charge of their jurisdiction can come. You know, they'll go to the counter, talk to them. If they want all of our files, they're available. We'll gladly copy them and give them to them. And you know, so. A lot of people say that my office has really, really nice people at the counter, and so I do have some really knowledgeable and nice people, and so that's really great for all of us.
I think it's just me when people see me come in and just go, "Oh no, get out of here!" You know. No. Anyway, question about there was a bit of trouble in the past, not long after you took over, and would you want to get started on maybe a little bit of that?
Yeah, I'd like to talk about that. When I first took office, I guess it's common knowledge that, you know, I wasn't supposed to win, or it was a surprise that I won. There was obviously some other agenda going on. I think I was, from the moment that I was actually elected, I was in the crosshairs of some within the county and some that are even, you know, in my office. And so they have anything that they could actually find, I guess, to try and remove me from office. I've heard things that I'm not qualified, I'm a racist, you name it. Everybody knows about the most recent FBI scam. And none of this is true, folks. I'm not racist. I am qualified. I am a California real estate broker, and in good standing. I also have a Nevada real estate license. I have all kinds of certifications. I have the Nevada Department of Real Estate certification, which I really didn't need to have because I have lots of experience in what I do in real estate in the past. I mean, when you're a real estate broker, unless you're an attorney, you have to go back to college and learn. And part of that is appraising. Okay. So, and I've managed companies and at least, you know, real estate companies. I was assistant sales and marketing for a builder in San Diego and several others.
Okay, well, we do have a caller on the line, and I believe we're going to, well, caller has a question for you. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me say that out of something bad, always something good comes from it. And I learned about Shirley Matson with all of the things she's talking about, and I'm glad I did, and it's good to see you. I just have a question about how taxes are really assessed in Nye County and why, you know, certain areas might get a raise in taxes, others won't, and how property is evaluated when you have a home on acreage. You know, I'm kind of confused about how this is all assessed, so I'll let you talk.
Okay, and there are a lot of people that are confused about that, and there's a lot of questions. And it's unique for our state, the way that we establish values here. The land values are appraised, or at least let's use compared with each other yearly to come up with a value. But on the improvements themselves, those, which you have to remember, those are appraised only once every 5 years. I'm not happy with that, but only 5 years, once every 5 years. So it's conceivable that you could put an improvement in your home, and you wouldn't pick it up until 5 years from now. So then they will go ahead and add the value, and your taxes may go up. One good thing, we usually don't go back, and we don't have the time or the resources to actually go research and see how long you've had that improvement there. But that's why you're going to see some of the differences. That's going to explain it a lot. Now, the other part of the question how do we do it? Is they take the land value is separate, and then they'll take the improvement and they'll combine the two. But to establish the value on the improvement, which is your home, your concrete, your fences, what have you, we have to use a book which is called Marshall and Swift. And with that, the appraisers figure out what replacement costs are for your home. And then it's depreciated based on information that the Department of Taxation, in other words, they're the ones that tell us how we should depreciate many instances. So it's a little, I agree, I think it's a little complicated, but unfortunately, it's not done comparable like many other states. So, and I can see where it was confusing to me when I first started, and I thought, this is kind of a funny way to do this.
I fought it all the way down to the state thing, still didn't understand what they're talking about. So,
yeah.
But anyway, we'll pick up on that once we come back.
Okay.
We're going to go on a break right now. We'll be right back after these messages.